Yo, what's good, guys? This is Miasin, and today we're back with my boy Kevin. What's good, man? What are you showing us today?
I'm showing Phantasm Spiral.
Ooh, the best deck, huh?
Megalo Smasher Turbo. It's honestly the most fun anti-meta deck you can get out there. Like, all the other anti-meta decks are like anti-game.
Yeah.
They like flip a bunch of floodgates, you can't play this and that. This deck actually, like, it doesn't prevent your opponent from playing, you just like stop them and whatever, and it's like actually interactive. So it's not shit, it's not anti-game, it's actually fun to play.
Yes.
It's interesting. So that's why I like this deck. I've been playing this for a year and a half, so I know the deck kind of inside out.
Yeah.
So we'll go right into it.
Okay, sure.
Monsters.
Awesome.
3 Megalo Smasher.
The Saki 3 of
the Saki 3 of the best card in the entire deck. If you see it, you win the game.
And if you don't, you lose.
Yeah, essentially. It's the only monster you play. It's really, really good. It's like 2K. It's a big body, and it works. It synergizes with the entire deck. Then you play the 3 Fossil Dig because Saki other 3 of you want to see your Megalo, so you have to search it with the Fossil Dig.
Of course,
it's very important, mandatory. Then we want the draw cards, your Card of Demise, and your Pot of Duality. You want to see all of these as much as possible. The deck is kind of slow, but the Demise allows you to get all your important pieces as much as you can. You need this kind of like 3-card combo to like prevent your opponent from being able to out what you can do.
Yeah.
So these cards get you to it, and the Call by the Graves is just, I'm kind of tired of losing to Red Reboot. So Call by the Graves.
Oh, you just want to have like spell interruption.
You want to have some spells that can prevent your opponent from playing and whatever, because otherwise, like, just they Red Reboot you lose the game.
Yeah, you have like you have like this Forbidden Chalice, Book of Eclipse.
Yeah, those work really well. My favorite card in the entire deck, the Field Spell, it's the best one. This card is absolutely busted because it searches you all your good cards. Like, all your good cards, you search them off this.
Yes.
And so it gets you a search every time you summon a normal monster. So you have your Megalo Smasher that you can summon to search off this. Otherwise, it summons you a token, 2000 attack defense, every single time your opponent does anything. So if your opponent plays the game, you get a token and you get a search off it. So this card's like a 3+2 every single turn.
Yeah,
so it's like really, really good. And then you play your 3 Terraforming to search it off. Your 2 Terraforming, I should say.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Terraforming Atlas.
But you have another one.
Yeah, you have your 3 Metaverse. Like, the field is very reactive, so even if you Metaverse it on your opponent's turn,
it's fine.
like you can still activate it, summon your token, get your search.
Yeah.
Which is why Metaverse is like really important to have, because if you don't see the field spell, you lose the game.
Besides, field spell doesn't do anything on your turn unless your opponent is really bad.
Unless you open your Megalo Smasher, then in that case it will.
Yeah, true, of course.
Then you have your Sea Stealth Attack. This card is the best support this deck has ever gotten, and this came out in Legendary Duelist after this deck came out.
Yes.
So the reason why this is really good is because you can like banish your token when your opponent activates effects to protect your field, and then since you don't have your token anymore, you can summon it back and then continue plussing. So this can guarantee that you're getting a search every single turn.
It allows you to play the game proactively.
Yeah, it allows you to constantly be plussing every time your opponent attempts to out your board.
That's insane.
And it can protect your board from being destroyed because they can't out the token by battle, and it allows you to beat over big beaters.
Amazing.
For locals, I like there can be only one. For like regionals or whatever, I'd most likely play the Gozen match instead.
Yeah.
Specifically because Gozen hits more of the meta, but like at locals, you see a lot of different things that aren't the meta.
Yes.
So I like that there can be only one because it doesn't hurt you at all, and it's really good with a card that I have in my side deck because I played the Inspector Border in the side, and this doesn't lock you out from summoning the token.
Yeah, it doesn't.
If you have Border, whereas if you have Gozen and Border, you can't summon your token.
Yeah.
So you can't be like playing your deck if you have Gozen, so it kind of hurts you too.
Yes.
Otherwise, Triple Champion's Vigilance. If I had Impermanence, I would consider cutting this for Impermanence. But I don't know if I would, because this is literally a Solemn Judgment if you have the token out on the field.
Which is easy.
Yeah, like the token, you're always getting it every single time your opponent's doing anything, and you always have the field spell, otherwise like you're going to lose anyway, right?
Yeah, and so also the token is level 8, right?
The token's level 8, and it's a normal, so this can allow you to go to have like a Solemn Judgment every single time you have the token, so it's pretty good.
By the way, did they actually printed like an actual token of the Phantasm?
They did not. I had one made, but they didn't print an actual Phantasm token.
Oh, that's
sadly.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Then you have your Phantasm Spiral Traps. These are the ones you're searching off the field.
This is the best interruption.
This is like the deck wants to go into a grind game, and this is how you determine whether or not you're winning the grind game or not.
Yes.
If you have these still in your deck, you haven't lost the game yet. If you don't have any of these left and you're low on resources, you lose. That's it. So this one's essentially a Trident. It targets a card in the field, destroys it. All you have to do is control a normal monster to use it. this targets an effect monster on the field, negates its effect, reduces its stats by 1,000 until the end of the turn. You can activate them from your hand if you have the field spell and a normal monster on the field. So even if you're searching them on your opponent's turn, they're live. So these cards are really, really good, and they are what determine whether or not your grind game is won or lost.
So just like Opabinia and the Magical Musketeer trap cards, you can activate them from the hand, which is nice.
Essentially. That's cool. Then you have the two Olenoids. It's just because I lose to like anti-spell and like stuff like that. So I want to have I already have the Phantasm Spiral pop card that can destroy back row.
Yeah.
So these are like 2 extra MSTs. Plus, it's a normal monster if you summon it out of the graveyard, so it triggers your field spell. And it doesn't disrupt the fact that you have to have only normal monsters to use the trap card.
That's true, yeah.
So it has like that cute synergy, but otherwise it's really just for like anti-spell and stuff like that. I side them out a lot against like non-back row decks.
Did you ever made a Toad?
I have made Toad only online. I don't even have Toad IRL because you don't like
it's irrelevant.
It's that often that you won't summon it, and then you have like the Saki 1-ofs. You got your Skill Drain and your Macrocosmos. This doesn't hurt you at all, and this is like just broken. So that's the reason why you want to have both of these. They're really good.
Of course.
So that's the main deck. 40 cards in the main. I used to play the Upstart. I had Upstart in the deck instead of the Called by the Graves, but like I swapped that out for different and whatever.
Also, one more thing. You didn't play the Equips and the Bad Monster?
No, okay, because there's 3 different ways to play the deck. You can either play it as an OTK, where you play 2 of the Phantasm Spiral Dragon and 5 Equips, or 6 sometimes, but like I'm really just more fond of 5. It's fun to play, but it's extremely bricky.
Yes.
Then you can play like more of a hybrid, where you play 1 Phantasm Dragon and only 1 of the 2 good equips. Good equips.
Yeah,
good.
Kind of bad, honestly.
They're not that good, but they're okay. You can play that, so you're like control, but you can push for more damage, or you play completely control, which is the way I'm playing it.
Which also looks like it's the more competitive.
It's the most consistent, it's the most competitive. Like it's honestly the best one.
And also, it's still budget. Like
it's very budget. The only cards are expensive are Card of Demise. You buy like $50, you have the entire deck. It's very budget. It's very and it's good for winning locals. Like I win locals like all the time.
Exactly. That's one thing. Yeah,
it's actually really good. Then for the extra, I have like the Lagia and the Dolka. These are really the only ones that are like. Otherwise, I have like other rank 4s, but it's not important.
Whatever,
Lagia and Dolka, you can make them off Megalo, which is cute. When I played this deck at Niagara, I was playing Scapegoat and I had like Link stuff, but it really doesn't come up a lot because you summon your token all the time during your opponent's turn, so you can't really Scapegoat after that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I have like the best token ever, like your Misty Seadra, best token. Then for side deck, like I said, the Inspector Border. Most likely, this is like the best side deck card you can put in the deck.
Yeah.
If you're playing against like Thunder Dragons, whatever, you drop this, you win the game. Like they rarely have an out to it. The reason why this is good, I know it conflicts with a lot of my cards, like Skill Drain, it kills this, goes in, I can't summon my token, I can't activate my traps when I have this. But the reason why it's good is if I make this, like set 3 back row and have the field, my opponent is forced to out Inspector Border before they can like play the game, and if they do that, I'm forcing them to allow me to get the token to then search, and then I have everything else is live. But I made him go minus on a resource and forced him into getting my token.
Yes.
So that's why Border is really good for the deck. Otherwise, I'm testing. Not really sure how I feel about this one yet, but the Dark Bribe. I'm tired of losing to Twin Twister. Everyone's like meaning it, so
yes.
I played
and
the
Red Reboot too.
Red Reboot too. Like I played the wiretaps for Red Reboot and Evenly, but I didn't have this for like the Twin Twisters, and I kept losing to Twisters like all the time. So this, like I'm really testing out Dark Bribe. Not really sure how I feel about it yet. I might cut it. I'll see.
Is Denko just better against your deck?
Denko does nothing because I can activate my traps from hand. So like unless I Card of Demise, like if I Card of Demise
and you lock yourself,
then I'm locked, and then I just scoop. But if you like Denko me and I have like a trap in hand or whatever, I can just pop your Denko.
Plus you can just draw Fossil Dig or Megalo Smash and just like
Megalo Smash should beat over because Megalo's a big boy. The Gozens, like I said, I would main these if I was like at a tier 2 event, like a regional or something. But otherwise there can be only one in the main is fine. This, don't put it in at the same time as Border. Like I would swap this for the there can be only one. So if I'm like playing Border in the deck, I'd play there can be only one instead of the Gozens. Then, of course, you have your wiretaps because you don't want to lose to Evenly and whatever.
And it's the same logic for every trap deck now.
I'm supposed to play 3, I don't know where my 3rd is, so it's whatever. But yeah, like the Evenly and the Red Reboot, they kill you, so you want to be playing the wiretap. And it's good against Altergeist because Altergeist is a like bad matchup, but otherwise wiretap is fine. And then you play the Solemn Strikes. Again, I don't know what my 3rd is. Like that's like 13 cards on the side, I think. So
okay, so whatever. The 15 will be the 3rd
you're
wiretap
putting the strike and the red and the wiretap. But yeah, Strikes is good. Outs hand traps and stuff like that. I have a friend of mine who plays the dimensional Fisher because he's like scared of Ogre or whatever. I don't know. It's decent. I haven't found space in the main for it. I feel like just playing the Call by the Graves is more consistent. specifically because like you have two instead of just the one.
Yeah.
So that was Phantasm Spiral, guys.
Awesome.
That's literally, this deck is so easy to play. It's so helmet. You don't even need to think.
Activate field spell,
Like,
get
honestly,
some pluses
okay,
game.
So the best way to play the deck, the best board you can have is like a Sea Stealth attack, a Pacifist, and your token.
Yeah.
Because the way the interaction with this works is like, say you have that in your back row and your token. The way this interaction works is if your opponent activates anything that would like destroy your back row, you see stealth, banish the token. On resolution, field checks, you don't have a token, you summon it back, get a search, and your spell traps are protected thanks to see stealth.
Jesus, wow, okay.
Or if he goes to pop it, he just pops the token and the field summons it right back. So
pointless.
He's using effects going minus, and you're just going plus because you get to search every time you summon it. Plus, he can't beat over it by battle because it's a level 8. So see stealth attack will just pop it at the start of the damage step. So this is like a nice soft block, and this is the best position you can be in with this deck. The only real outs are cards that can like banish your field spell, banish your back row. That's an out. Otherwise, towers like monsters that just don't die to sea stealth. Those are like the only two really big outs the deck has. So that was Phantasm Spirals. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Awesome. I certainly did.
Yeah, man.
Awesome, man.
Have fun making people mad. Like people like it's really fucking hilarious.
Yes.
So have fun. Really cheap deck. Enjoy it, guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you very much. That was an amazing deck. So I'll see you next time with what deck do you have?
I can show you Cyber Angels if you want.
Woo! All right, we're gonna do this in another video.
There you go.
Awesome.
Right,
so
have a good one, guys.
So Cyber Angels next deck profile.
Cyber
Awesome.
Angels next deck
Thank you
profile.
very much. So thank you guys, and see you next time. Peace.
Bye.